The dirt path snaked through the dense Alabama woods, moonlight casting skeletal shadows across the ground. Lily adjusted the strap on her backpack and turned to the others. "This place has a history," she said. "People vanish here." Jared scoffed, kicking at a stray rock. "Come on, you're buying into that ghost crap?" Connor, their self-proclaimed skeptic, chuckled. "It's just another urban legend. Hikers get lost, animals drag bodies off. Simple as that." Ellie shivered. "I don't know. I heard that the falls used to be A twig snapped in the darkness. The group fell silent. The air, previously crisp with autumn chill, suddenly felt thick, suffocating. Connor aimed his flashlight toward the trees, but nothing moved. "Probably just a deer," he muttered, though his voice lacked confidence. Lily pressed forward. "Let's just keep moving." They followed the trail deeper into the woods, past the overgrown ruins of an old mill. The distant roar of the waterfall grew louder, but with it came a strange sensation, like a whisper just at the edge of hearing. The sound wove through the trees, rising and falling like a breath. Then the footprints appeared. They weren't theirs. Too large, too deep, and leading in circles around them. Ellie grabbed Jared's sleeve. "What the hell?" Connor crouched, running his fingers over the fresh indentations. "Someone else is out here." A low rustling came from the trees, followed by an unmistakable wheezing breath. The flashlight flickered. The air was electric, charged with an invisible force that made their skin prickle. Then the light went out. Panic surged through them. Connor cursed, smacking the flashlight, but it wouldn't turn back on. A metallic scent filled the air, sharp and acrid. Then from the darkness, something whispered, "Not supposed to be here." Jared spun, eyes wide. "Who said that?" Silence. Lily pulled out her phone. No signal. The trees felt closer now, like they were leaning in. The group clustered together, breath quickening, trying to ignore the pressing weight of unseen eyes watching them. The air vibrated with something old, something hungry. Then Ellie screamed. Her voice echoed through the woods as she pointed to the path. The footprints, the ones that had been circling them, had changed. They were now leading away, but something was following them. A shape shifting between the trees, too fast to catch in the light, but undeniably there. "We have to go back," Lily whispered. But when they turned, the path was gone. Instead, there was only the deep black of the woods, the roar of the falls growing deafening. It was as if the forest itself had swallowed their way out. Jared turned to run, but a shadow erupted from the trees, a gnarled, human-like figure with hollow eyes and an impossibly wide grin. It reached for him, fingers too long, bones clicking as it moved. Jared screamed, but the sound was cut short as it yanked him into the darkness. Chaos erupted. Ellie sobbed. Lily clutched Connor's arm, and they stumbled back toward the sound of the falls, even though it no longer seemed real. The figure had vanished, but the whispering hadn't. It swirled around them, an unintelligible, mocking laughter. Then they saw it. A name carved deep into a tree. Connor. Beneath it, the date. That day's date. Lily's breath hitched. More names followed, freshly etched into the bark. Jared, Ellie, Lily. This isn't happening, Connor whispered. This isn't real. But when Ellie turned to run, her foot caught on something half buried in the dirt. She looked down. A boot, and inside the remnants of a skeletal foot, decayed, flesh hanging in tatters, the remains of someone who had stood here before them. A memory flickered in Lily's mind, an article she had read about the Mafia using Noccalula Falls as a dumping ground. The bodies they never found. Someone did this before, she choked out, and they're still here. The whispering grew into a howling wind, and then silence. One by one, they were taken. Jared first, then Ellie, then Connor, snatched by hands unseen, pulled into the abyss beyond the trees. Lily ran, breath ragged, feet barely touching the ground. The falls came into view, mist rising like ghosts. Then she saw them. Figures standing at the edge, dozens of them, hollow-eyed, grinning, their lips moving in a soundless chorus. Their faces flickered, some rotting, some freshly dead, some that looked just like them. One figure stepped forward. It was Ellie, or something that wore Ellie's face. "You were never meant to leave," it whispered. Hands closed around Lily's wrists, pulled her back into the dark. The waterfall roared, covering the last of the screams. And then all was quiet once more.